Hi guys, welcome to another video by myself, Bateson87. If you guys have followed EA Sports Twitter, EA Sports FIFA's Twitter, sorry, you will have seen them tweet out about ratings refresh. It's coming. It's coming sometime soon. We don't know exactly when, but if you guys do want to get involved in it, you can go and have a look for EA's tweet, and you can actually suggest players which you think deserve upgrades, even whether it be weak foot or even skill moves. And what we're looking at today, guys, is the Premier League, and we're also looking at upgrades and downgrades. Not to any weak foot, guys, literally just ratings. But if you guys do see any players you don't agree with, feel free to let me know. If you see players you do agree with, feel free to let me know. And if you see players missing, which I should have added into the list, feel free to let me know. Also, remember guys, this is my opinion. It's based off not looking at head-to-head ratings, even though in the future I think I will look at head-to-head ratings to give me basically an idea of what's going to go down with the rating refresh players. EA usually do like a month's worth of promotion where they release the new upgraded cards into packs, and it also does affect usually the special version items that they've got in the past, whether it be player of the month, whether it be informs, and whether it be team of the group stage as well. Sometimes they do alter, but I don't think any team of the years may be affected, even though in the past a team of the year was affected. But I don't think it was via the ratings refresh. I think it was via team of the season, which caused PK's rating to go up last year from team of the year. So if you guys do want an MSP, PSN codes or cheat game codes, guys, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we try and hit over 4,000 likes, that'd be absolutely brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me if you are not subscribed already. So with that, we're going to take a look at the ratings refresh. Premier League was what I did say, guys, and we're going to get on to the first four players, taking a look at some players across the English Premier League. So the first one, guys, and we are sort of going in alphabetical order, it is going to be Bournemouth. Two players for Bournemouth. Nathan Ake, currently a 75 rated centre back for Bournemouth. I've upped him from a 70 to a 77. I think he definitely deserves it, guys. He's progressing a lot faster than he is than you would expect his FIFA card to represent. But obviously moving from Chelsea to Bournemouth has helped him get a lot more regular game time, and I think he definitely will suit that 77 rated. And the next one is Callum Wilson. You guys have seen he's got a few informs anyway. The only problem with him getting only potentially a +2 upgrade is the fact that it may not touch his inform versions unless they want to be kind and do knock that up. The other two players, and we've actually got a few more, guys, with two Burnley players on this page. We have Pope, the goalkeeper, who's actually getting a lot of game time over Heaton, and he's currently a 68 rated, but I reckon he definitely deserves the upgrade because he's performing very, very well for Burnley, guys. I would knock him to maybe a 73 to even 74 rated goalkeeper, and I know Viz's gang may agree with that one. And the next one is a centre-back, guys, and it is Tarkowski, a decent silver player in game. Them two with Pope and him, I think, have been crucial to Burnley's season, performing a lot better than a lot of people think they would, and that's why I've upped him to a low rated 75. Whether you agree or disagree with the ratings on this page, or if I'm missing anyone from Bournemouth, feel free to let me know, guys. But we're not finished with Burnley, and that's going to be the next slide. So the next slide, guys, we have that Burnley player, which is me, going from a 78 to a 79, maybe even could jump up towards an 80 potentially as well. We also have Chelsea players on this page also, with Christiansen, who I think deserves like the 82 rated card in FIFA, and the other one, which is always a player which I think never gets deserved ratings in FIFA, especially for the past 2 years being at Chelsea, and it is Marcus Alonso. I've jumped him up to a +1. He easily, in my opinion, he easily could be an 83 rated card, maybe even 84. Chelsea fans, let me know. Premier League fans, let me know as well whether you agree or disagree with any of the ratings for Christiansen, me, and Alonso. And the final one is a breakthrough striker for Everton, who has been alright. Obviously, got a dubious penalty against Liverpool, but it is none other than Calvert-Lewin, the 65 rated striker, currently in Ultimate Team, and I've upped him to a 74, but potentially could be a 72 to 73 as well. And obviously, if you guys have seen the ratings refresh in previous FIFAs, they do release a hell of a lot. Like, we've literally got about 27 upgrades, and then we've got another bunch of downgrades as well, which is probably where the anger and frustration may come from. But don't worry, guys, I am a Liverpool fan, and I have not been biased, as I reckon we do have a lot of changes to come with the Liverpool team. So staying with Everton, guys, we do have Wayne Rooney, obviously transferred from Manchester United to Everton for the start of this season, and he has been involved in a hell of a lot of action for Everton, whether it be penalty, spot goals, even goals from open play. I think Wayne Rooney definitely does deserve an upgrade to an 82, even though he got heavily downgraded in FIFA 18 down to an 81. I would potentially jump him up to an 82 right now. The next one is Moy as well, Huddersfield Town player, 77 rated currently. I think he's got 2 informs in FIFA already, and he is easily Huddersfield's best player, and I think he deserves that 80 rated card. Then we jump on to Liverpool. And this is where I try not to be biased, because a few head-to-head ratings I have seen for these two players with Firmino and obviously Salah, and I think Salah's up to like an 85. Firmino potentially could be an 85 as well, but I've been a bit stingy with them, I think. Bobby Firmino going from an 83 to an 84, Salah going from an 83 to 84, but I think he could push towards an 85 as well. But Liverpool fans, non-Liverpool fans, let me know what you think. Firmino and Salah are deadly when they're not up against Park the Bus, and obviously we're a pretty good team on the attack usually, but sometimes we can't break teams down. But do you reckon this should be more of an upgrade with the Liverpool players on this page? And do you agree with the Wayne Rooney one that I have chosen? So sticking with Liverpool, guys, we have got Robertson coming in at the moment for Moreno, jumping in the left back position, currently a 75 rated player who signed for Hull in the summer. I've upped into a 77, given him +2 rating. His work ethic is absolutely brilliant, even though he didn't have a really good game against Swansea. And the next one is Joey Gomes, who currently has a centre-back card in FIFA, but plays right back for us sometimes as well. So I've given him a +2 because I think 70 rated definitely is too low for him, and will be a nice right back card as well. We also have Sane, the beast from Germany. Obviously a lot of controversy did surround him, his transfer and stuff, to Manchester City, but he's looks like he's settled in absolutely perfectly, and I've been stingy with his as well. I reckon he easily could be an 84 rated left winger, which would make him probably the joint highest rated. No, I think Royce is the 85 or 86, but Sané I think is a definite upgrade come the ratings refresh. The next one we got is Sterling as well, being an ex-Liverpool player. He's come good this season for Manchester City. Pep's definitely took him under his wing and got him firing in different ways. 82 to 83, potentially up to an 84 as well. And you've got to remember, I think 2 of these Sterling maybe has informs. I know there's a player a month for Sane, but I'm not sure if Sterling has got one or not. Now, continuing with City, guys, and we are going to see a lot of City players today because of the fact they are running riot in the Premier League, apart from when they play Liverpool, lost 4-3, but they have some insane players. Obviously, Sterling, Sane already looked at. The next one is going to be Jesus. Obviously being hit with an injury this season so far, but obviously when he's playing very nice football, and I've upped him from an 81 to an 82, which may affect his informs or may not affect his informs dependent on what does happen. And the next one, I think the biggest one within the Premier League, guys, is De Bruyne. De Bruyne's vision, De Bruyne's passing, and De Bruyne's finished product, guys, is absolutely unreal. And I think De Bruyne definitely deserves that up rating from an 89 to a 90. A controversial one, but I think if you guys have seen him play, you would maybe agree with what I do. Obviously, he's got a Team of the Year card. It's not relevant as that was 2017, but the amount of informs he's got in FIFA isn't relevant either. But if you look at his goals and assist tally this year and the style of assisting that he is getting, I think De Bruyne definitely deserves that upgrade to a 90 rated. And the next one is one of the best new keepers in the Premier League, guys. It is Ederson. I've upped him from an 83 to an 84. I've had a look around the 84 rated keepers within FIFA, and I reckon he definitely should be on level with them, if not a little bit higher, and definitely give him a few flair traits as well, because his distribution is probably the best in the league from the goalkeeper position. Now, Manchester United fans, this one's been talked about for a very, very long time. It is Jesse Lingard, obviously in a right midfield position currently in his base card, but we've decided to move position as well to a cam and up him to an 80 rated cam. A lot of people will probably expect it to be a lot more, but you got to look around the other rated cams in the Premier League and see if Jesse Lingard is actually up there yet. And he's still young, he's still got time to work on his play, and who knows how that might change come the rest of the season. And another Englishman, guys, whose position I've changed and also upped in rating is Ashley Young. He currently has a right back card in FIFA. I've changed him to a left wing back, and even though I think Shaw come back for United's last game, I have kept Ashley Young at a plus, a left wing back, and upped him to a +3 as well, because 75 is way too low rated for a person who plays for Manchester United. Is considerably better than that card, and that's why I've done it there. The next one is one which I think should have happened. I think he should have been a 91 rated keeper last at the start of FIFA anyway, and it is David De Gea. A lot of people have nightmares against him in Weekend League anyway. I'm one of them, but I think De Gea definitely deserves that upgrade to a 91, but more than likely we won't see that one happen, guys, because he's so high rated anyway. And then I got Marshall involved, guys, in an upgrade. I said to him, Marshall, I said, who do you think deserves an upgrade from Newcastle? And he went, absolutely no one. I said, anyone? And he goes, Lascelles. I think he's a massive fan of Lascelles. I think Lascelles, if he ever did get out of Newcastle, would become a very, very good centre-back for any team that he did play for, guys, and I think he deserves an upgrade as well. He's been playing some nice football this season so far. The next one is Harry Kane. Currently has an 86 rated card. He's one of the best strikers in the world currently, guys, and if you look around at some of the 88, 89 rated strikers, Harry Kane is definitely up there. So I've upped him to an 87. Thoughts on that page, guys? Feel free to comment down below, and I think soon, in the next page actually, in fact, guys, we have got the downgrades starting to happen. So continuing with Spurs, guys, we've got Dele Alli as well. I reckon he's worth an 85 rated card now as well. His partner in crime, Kane, was on the other slide and did get an upgrade as well. The next one is Heung-min Son, also a mixture of starting 11 to subs bench appearances, but he keeps seeming to impress when he does come on. We've knocked him from an 82 to an 83, could be potentially higher as well. And the next one is Sanchez, even though at the weekend before I'm recording this, guys, Sanchez did score an own goal in the 1-1 draw against Southampton. But it's just unfortunate more than anything. So now we take a look at the downgrades. This is the one which is going to cause the controversy, probably upset a few people. Don't worry, it's nothing personal, and it's only my opinion. And if you guys think I'm missing any upgrades that you've seen in this, feel free to let me know, and I'll be curious to see what actually does come when EA do release them. So the first downgrade we've got, guys, is Petr Cech. Now, I don't know if it's down to the Arsenal defence, the fact that obviously Arsenal are conceding a lot of goals, or it's the fact that Cech seems to be losing it. Now, we have put Cech down from an 86 to an 85. It's only a minimal... He was 87 last year, wasn't he? Or was he higher? But I would drop Cech down to an 85 rated goalkeeper. He's not as world class as he used to be, and that comes with age with goalkeepers. And now we decide to run riot at Everton, guys. We've got Schneiderlin. I've dropped down from an 83 to an 81. We've got Ashley Williams, who I think was well not deserving the rating of the 82 rated card anyway. He's a hothead, and if you saw him in the Europa League and stuff, he was a nasty player, very old school, and definitely not deserving of the 82 rated. So I've knocked him down to an 80. Now with Liverpool, and remember, guys, I'm recording this video on the 23rd of January as I'm going away. Daniel Sturridge may or may not be signing for Inter Milan. He may not be moving to may already have signed for another team on loan for the rest of the season. But Daniel Sturridge, when he comes on, just does not have an impact for Liverpool. He's a striker surplus to requirements at our team, obviously, and he just doesn't perform like he used to, guys. I've knocked him from an 82 to an 81, and obviously being a Liverpool fan that I am, guys, I think that's deserved. The next one I've downgraded is Matip. Definitely isn't an 83 rated defender in my opinion. I've knocked him down to an 82 as well, and we're not even finished with the Liverpool downgrades. So we got another 3. Lovren, 81 rated, nah. I've knocked him down to a 79. Mignolet, 81 rated keeper, nah. I've knocked him down to a 79 rated keeper as well. And Karius, 80 rated. Shows potential, but lets in too many silly mistakes, and knocked him -1 as well. So that's 3 Liverpool downgrades right there. Maybe a little bit harsh. Maybe Mignolet won't even play for us next season, as we do seem to be looking for an active keeper on the transfer market. But whether it comes round or not, we'll have to wait and see. The next one is John Stones. Was the world record signing for a defender in the world, but then Van Dijk obviously pipped that one. And Van Dijk's rating I haven't touched just because he hasn't really had much game time this weekend. But John Stones seems to be making a lot of mistakes for Manchester City, even though they're running away with the league. John Stones, obviously, very, I don't know, he just doesn't seem confident in his play, and there was a few errors against Liverpool especially, which I noticed, which I think probably would deserve the downgrade on this card. Now we've got 2 players from Manchester United, actually 1 from Manchester United. Mkhitaryan's actually signed for Arsenal. I have downgraded Ibrahimovic from an 88 to an 87, potentially could even go down to an 86. but he's not really getting featured. He had a long-term injury with his knee and has come back into the United fold. And a lot of United fans are saying that he's more of a hindrance than he is an aid when it does come to obviously playing in the United team. And Mkhitaryan, as good as he is, he was lacking confidence. He was unsure of his role in the Manchester United team, and for that reason, guys, with his lack of performances, I have knocked him down to an 84. But that's not saying that EA might keep his rating at an 85 just because he's got that new lease of life at Arsenal, and I can't wait to see how he does do. The next downgrade is one which Marshall was involved in as well, and it is Joselu, 75 rated non-rare gold striker. Marshall reckons he is the worst striker in the world of football, and definitely doesn't deserve the 75 rated striker version, and he's knocked him down to a -3 down to a 72. And then we've also got Wilfried Bony, signed for Swansea from Stoke. Looked like he was going to be doing the business. Hasn't really got much game time. We've knocked him down from a 79 to a 77. So we've got 4 more players to look at, guys, and then we can get discussing the other stuff about ratings refresh. And the final slide, guys, we do have a Watford striker, which is Gray, knocking him down from a 77 to a 76. We have Rondon going down from an 80 to a 78. For West Brom, they haven't really been firing. The only thing which Rondon was successful at, and it was an accidental thing anyway, guys, was unfortunately breaking McCarthy's leg as he went to power up a shot. McCarthy put his leg to try and nick the ball away, and the full force of Rondon's attempted shot went through, unfortunately, McCarthy's bones, and remorse was shown. He honestly didn't mean it, and he was physically upset from it, but Rondon hasn't been a striker which I thought would come to the Premier League, and isn't deserving of that 80 rated. Anyway, the next one, Castro may hate this, but it is Hernandez, the Mexican striker, dropping down from an 82 to an 80, and another West Ham player, guys, who I thought would help West Ham and do wonders for them, is Joe Hart, knocking him down from an 82 to an 80. So they're the final ratings we have gone for. Obviously a lot of downgrades, a lot of upgrades. I'm curious to get your thoughts on them as well, guys. If I have missed any players, feel free to let me know. If you think I was too harsh on some of the players, feel free to let me know as well. But the comment section is yours. Make sure you do use it, and we're looking forward to ratings refresh. Now, if you guys do want to get involved in it, EA did tweet where you can submit a Google form to get your potential player who you like to get into it, whether it be Premier League, whether it be La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, any league you want, guys. Feel free to put your suggestions to EA, and if they see them, you may see your favourite player get upgraded, or even downgrade, or even a week for upgrade added into FIFA 18, probably in February if it's anything like last year. So if you guys do want the MSP, PSN codes, or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we try and hit over 4,000 likes, that'd be brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already, and hit that bell button so you never miss an upload. Until next time, see you later. Have a very nice rest of your day.